Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's the 12th of January, 2024. We're going to talk about this article right here with the title, Bitcoin Not Leaving SEC Offices Until Bitcoin ETF Approved. This is what clout chasing is all about. When you have no other assets or talents that you can contribute to the cryptocurrency space, you come out and do these events, or you try to show yourself in the forefront as if you're actually knocking down stones to enter a new arena. This is what Bitboy Crypto is doing. Look at the article right here. It was produced about 2 days ago. We already know that a plethora of spot Bitcoin ETF have been approved already, but I just wanted to talk about how people try to create themselves as being important in the industry when in fact you're not really that important. Even though he does have a massive following of people who listens to him, I think they only follow him for the entertainment purposes. In the event of trying to actually create some new avenues to bring on institutions, to allow new on-ramps for people to come in and transact with cryptocurrencies, he's not in that ballpark. He already has a reputation of pushing rug pulls, altcoins, cryptocurrencies that went straight to zero. But now he wants to act like he's very important into getting a spot Bitcoin ETF, all for the clicks and the views. Talk surrounding spot Bitcoin ETF has dominated the crypto narrative lately, with expectations riding high on the Securities and Exchange Commission giving the nod. As the response deadline looms, crypto influencer Ben Armstrong set up camp outside the SEC's office. Now, seriously, I'm surprised that security did not come and take him and arrest him for camping outside the offices. Like, protesting outside the SEC offices was going to create or make Gary Gensler approve the Bitcoin ETFs. Like, are you serious? There's more prominent individuals who are involved with Gary who actually got these Bitcoin ETFs approved. Not camping, not protesting, allowed that to happen. And as a matter of fact, why would you come and protest outside the SEC offices at the very last minute? Like, the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF, the applications that many of these institutions have submitted has been going on for years. So why would he try to come out the day before, 2 days before the actual approval of these ETFs and act like he's actually working or trying hard to get these approvals? Bitcoin stages protests at SEC offices. Armstrong recently live streamed, like he did all his other clicks videos. He live streamed outside the SEC Washington DC office, affirming his intentions to stay put until the agency has approved spot Bitcoin ETF products. The crypto influencer is protesting the SEC hardline stance towards Bitcoin ETF rejections, which began with the Winklevoss Bitcoin shares filing in 2013. That's 11 years ago. 11 years ago. Imagine if Ben Armstrong went out there 11 years ago, been protesting, camping outside the SEC. The Winklevoss twins has already tried to apply for a Bitcoin ETF. So it's been a continual process. Him coming out 1 day, 2 days at the SEC office did not make Gary Gensler do the nod and say, yeah, let's go ahead and prove it. If anything, it had no effect at all. Justifying his protest, Armstrong declared that the litany of personnel employed by big name money managers, including BlackRock's Larry Fink, could not get the job done. Like, when you have paranoia in your mind and your mental focus is not correct, you would think that you're the only one that is making impactful moves in this space. He's trying to say that Larry Fink, who has billions, maybe even trillions of dollars under assets under management, could not get the job done. But he can. A regular crypto YouTuber is able to go out and make Gary Gensler approve these Bitcoin ETFs, all because he's at the building. Like, the mentality of people on this planet, it never amazes me how they try to make themselves feel important, rather than actually putting mental focus and procedural processes in place, like so many other people have done, that you don't even know their name. We don't know these individuals' names who has tried plenty of times to try to get a Bitcoin ETF approved. But since he has a following, and since he has to continue to have a following, he has to stage these type of events to make himself seem important. Just like what he did with Sam Bankman-Fried, how he actually got on the plane and was stalking FBF for what he did to FTX. Justifying his protests. And I quote, this is what he said, I guess, on the YouTube video. Many men have tried before to do what I'm trying to accomplish here. The fact is, when this ETF gets approved because I'm here, they're going to be annoyed with me. Like, he sounds like Donald Trump. Like he's so narcissistic into thinking that nothing moves unless he puts his finger on it. The world will continue to move forward without Ben Armstrong, without Bitboy Crypto. You guys are all going to respect me. This is really going to be my Mount Rushmore moment in crypto, remarked Armstrong. Armstrong called on viewers to join him in Washington, D.C. Yeah, go ahead and call on your viewers, Ben, and tell them to come out and get arrested with you. To further the cause and rouse grassroots activism to support his protests. Don't do that. Don't follow into the trap of doing what Bitboy Crypto is doing. Let him stand on his own. He said that this is his Mount Rushmore, not yours. So don't participate in protesting outside the SEC office or any other thing that he tries to do going forward, because you also would be implicated and even possibly arrested for breaking the law. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Let him make the fool of himself. That's what he wants. He wants us to view his content for that purpose only. So I really just wanted to come through and talk about that and how we really need to use our understanding, our brains, to see that this is not the way to go about it. If you're really trying to make true impact for cryptocurrency, it is not going to be protesting outside the SEC office, but instead it was the continual rejection of the Bitcoin ETFs from ARK Invest, from BlackRock, from Franklin Templeton, like all these other massive conglomerates who has billions of dollars ready to enter this space. Rejection after rejection after rejection. Eventually, Gary caved in. Not because one person came and protested at the building. It takes more than that in order to alter the landscape of the financial markets. So let us sit back and enjoy the show with Ben Armstrong and his content, because that's all it is. He wants to perceive himself as someone who is important because he has an avenue to which he has a microphone so that he can just talk. Ben Armstrong is not in the room with these billionaires, with these hedge funds, with these other financial institutions trying to get the approval with Gary Gensler. More or less, he's out making clickbait title content so that people can watch his YouTube channel, so that he can get the ad revenue. It'll be one thing if he actually documented how the process has been on any ETF that he tried to get approved. It would have been better if he would have gone through that process of trying to get a Bitcoin ETF approved. But instead, he wants to get the quick shine. He wants to do this in a very erratic fashion and hurry up and see how many views he can get, all because this is the talk of the town right now. All because many people are talking about this. That's the only thing. And now, since this has now passed, since the Bitcoin ETF has now been approved, he's going to go on to the next thing to hype it up. So, just give me your thoughts. It's just something that I noticed that I ran across in this article, how this man thinks that he has impacted the approval process of spot Bitcoin ETF. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.